with the court system to ensure a swift resolution of those domestic violence cases to protect the victims and to prevent future occurrences of domestic violence. My office has created a pamphlet, and I'll disseminate these, but my office has created a pamphlet that identifies the signs and the symptoms of domestic abuse, as well as walks you through reporting incidents of domestic abuse from the dialing of 911 all the way to your court appearance. As our community becomes more aware of our signs and symptoms of domestic abuse, we can achieve greater strides toward ending domestic violence.
Good afternoon. I'm Kyle Hunter, and I'm the prosecuting attorney for District 11 West, which is here in Jefferson County and down in Lincoln County. It's a great crowd today. It's grown every year. It's a privilege and an honor for me to be here with you to say a few words about this issue that's becoming more and more on the forefront. We see it from the NFL all the way to our own homes. Couldn't be a more important issue in America today. In fact, for the police department, it's probably one of the most dangerous situations that they have to deal with, and probably most of their calls every evening have to do with domestic violence. And so it's easy to say domestic violence, but it's a very complicated issue. Denise Howard in my office, as we were walking just now, we're just discussing the cycle of violence and how complicated it is. That it's not easy when someone's told just to leave or just to get out. There are many issues involved that we try to understand regarding why it's hard for victims to get out. And I'm up against that train right now, so I'll just speak a little bit loud. Look at quit. It's complicated. I mean, people have financial issues they're involved with. There's love that's involved in a home. There are children that are involved in that home. There's issues of support from family. There's embarrassment. There's just all kind of issues that people have to deal with that are involved in domestic violence. It's not a respecter of persons. It happens in the homes of the very rich to the very poor. And we know that we want our homes to be a place where our children have peace, where we have peace, where there's rest, where there's safety, where there's security, and that's what we all want. And so why can't the problem be solved? And maybe it's because it's so complicated, and maybe that's the reason for this effort annually, is to keep talking about it, to try to help solve the problems. I think respect is a key, respect of each other. I saw some kids in the neighborhood just this past weekend, and one little kid, 5-year-old, slapped another one. And when she got slapped, she slapped him back. You know, and when we intervened, it was because he wouldn't let me ride his razor. Well, why did you slap her? Well, because she threw it down. You see, even at the age of 5 and at the age of 8, kids just know how. I mean, they know how to do that. And so we've got to do a better job, I think, all of us, in trying to teach our kids about respect and whether they have a right to fight back. That there's times when you can walk away. And so I really commend Jonathan Young and what he had to say, and for the courage to come out and to speak to you all about. Sometimes it's just better to walk away when you can, and rather than to continue the cycle. Our office has a victim witness division, and many of them are here in the walk today. Denise, Jeannie, Sydney, Elaine, and Tony, if y'all would just raise your hands real quick. They're throughout the audience. It's on the first floor of the courthouse. Their jobs are to help guide you through this frustrating criminal justice system that is full of delays and frustrations, but also to help you get through the prosecution, to help you to stand firm, to also to assist you with services that you might need during the meantime. Let me just say that I commend you, those who have gotten out successfully from that cycle of violence, and I want to encourage those who are in it to stand strong, to not be embarrassed, to not be afraid to ask for help, to not be ashamed, that there is a system that you can talk to and people that want to help in this issue. So again, thank you for your support of this effort. Good day.
Good afternoon. On behalf of the University of Arkansas at Pine Bluff faculty, staff, students, and alumni,
I come today on behalf of the Criminal Justice Program. I am Sharhonda Thrower, Criminal Justice Program Coordinator. In the academic community, we realize the importance of educating our criminal justice professionals in an area in which they will have to understand the plight of crime victims. Today, I'm very proud to have a group of criminal justice students here with us. I would like to ask them to please stand. These are young people who are committed to the cause. They are future lawyers, future first responders, future law enforcement and correctional officers. And so again, at the university, we take it upon ourselves to educate our students and to make sure that they have a working knowledge of what they will face as they prepare to go into the criminal justice field. Today, I am proud to have Ms. Keosha Adams and Ms. Tiambria Malone, who will speak on behalf of their classmates. And so again, at UAPB, we're preparing our students, and when I look out into this audience, I'm even more proud when I see many of our alumni who are now working in the field. I will not call them by name, but you can just wave. Again, thank you on behalf of the University of Arkansas at Pine Bluff. Again, Ms. Malone and Ms. Adams.
Thank you. Okay, greetings. I am Keosha Adams,
And I am Tiambria Malone.
and we are here on the behalf of the criminal justice students at University of Arkansas at Pine Bluff. We, as criminal justice professionals, understand the importance of being aware of domestic violence, not only on our college campus, but the outside community as well. Domestic violence can happen to anyone regardless of race, age, sexual orientation, religion, or gender. Domestic violence not only affects those who are abused, but also family members and the community at large.
Will the students and faculty of UAPB please stand? If we have any students and faculty. Okay. We are here to pledge and support the prevention of domestic violence for our society and the next generation of college students and peers. By taking this pledge, we not only are taking an oath to you, but to ourselves as well, to create awareness and inform others about domestic violence.
If you recognize it, report it, and that causes you to prevent it. And always remember, love doesn't hurt.